Alrighty, boys and girls, back at it for another fun-filled, exciting video on the Dodge Grand Caravan 2010. It's got the 3.6 liter. Today we're going to try and fix these cloudy headlights. Oh yeah, she's got cataracts. So that's my mission today, is fixing the headlights. So I bought this SIMONIZ Platinum, boys and girls, Platinum heavy duty headlight restoration kit. I bought this because it was on sale at our local crappy tire, or as we like to call it, Newfie Speed and Sport. Yeah. So we're gonna work on that today. I'm gonna put some masking tape around the blue areas where we don't want to get rubbed, and then I'm gonna polish the bejesus out of these headlights and see if I can make them look, you know, transparent. That's the word we're looking for. See if we can get them transparent again, because they're awful hazy. And since my grandbabies will be driving around in this relic, what do we call it? Soccer Mom Cruiser Special. We're going to get this thing as best as we can. She's a low mileage, apparently, vehicle. I did an oil cooler on it. Got that done. Sorry about the background noise, but it's cold as hell in here. Cold as hell, is that a thing? I don't know. Cold as the moon? Dark side of the moon? There you go. It's cold as the dark side of the moon in here. So we're running the heat to get things warmed up. And I'm going to, attempt to make these headlights look like something special again. So what was I saying? Yeah, so we did a transmission service job on it. I did the oil filter coolant assembly, replaced that. What else did I do on this thing? We're gonna try and do the door hinges. I fixed one of the exploding headrests, couldn't get the other one, so I still got to work on that. She had some engine lights. It's got a bad gas cap. I can't remember if I ordered one or not, so we'll figure that out. Yeah, so I'm trying to get through. Did an oil change on it. Took it for a test drive. Everything seems to be decent on it. It still needs a little bit of work, but I think if we do all the work on this thing and fix it up a bit, she might be 4 or 5 year car. We'll have to see. The best thing that we can do is try it. She's got all the seats in it, so that's the important thing, because I got 3 grandbabies that are going to ride around in this thing. And yeah, the big thing is that the car seats take up too much space, so you can't put, in the Ford Escape, the other one I was working on, you can't put 3 baby seats across the back. It's impossible. And the same thing with the terrain. So it's going to be this buggy, and that's what we're going to do. So without any more muck, let me get these things masked off, and then we'll get going on it. Okay, we're in the first stage right now, and I believe it's 1000 grit. It came with this kit. It's telling you to move in a back and forth motion, so that's what we'll do, following the directions very carefully. There's probably a trillion videos on the internet about this, so I don't know, take it for what it is. This is my video on polishing headlights. So I think that's about cut everything with the 1000. We'll wipe it down and then we'll see what it's going to do, right? I don't know that it's polished. I don't know if it is making a difference or not. It's hard to tell. This is the first stage, right? So it's got a lot of crack, like hazing here, that's like micro cracks you can see. And I don't think we're going to get those out. It'd be a heck of a lot of scrubbing to get those out. But I don't know that they're going to make a world of difference either, right? Well, we're supposed to go only in one direction for the first pass. I got to do 2 headlights, so I can't burn up that disc right away, because they only give you 1 of each. That's what it looks like. It's kind of disheartening, really, but it's cutting the plastic. I can see it running off. So I think we'll go with the next step and see where that brings us. I don't know, does it look like it's getting clear? Let me clear this off. It goes foggy when you don't have the liquid on it, the moisture, the water. It's hard to say. Hard to say, boys and girls. Is it feeling better? It's feeling better, I think. All right, well, let's move to the next one and see what happens. So this is the next step. This is the 2000 grit. I think we're starting to see a difference now. And even the way the water flows on the surface of the headlight has changed. So this is 2000 grit. We started with the 1000. As you go up in number, you increase the fineness, right? We know that because with abrasives, the lower the number, the coarser it is. Okay, they aren't really specific about that on the box, so you got to kind of know your abrasives. But I think we're starting to see a difference. So I think that's the next step we move to is the 3000, and then we do the buff. And I'm doing one headlight at a time so I can show you guys what it looks like. We do the back and forth comparison, right? So what else is there to do on a Saturday? Polish headlights. I got some news for you, as I hope we'll know in a couple days what's going on. There could be another big change, so we'll let you know what's going on with that as soon as that happens, or if all the ducks line up in a row. You know how that goes. So we get them ducks lined up in a row, we'll check it out. Okay, I think that's as far as we're going with the 2000. My arm's getting sore already. The only thing that comes with this kit right there is the drill powered polisher, the last stage. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm just trying to knock down all that rough haze, right? And then we'll see what it looks like. But I think that's about as far as we're going with the 2000. Got to pay particular attention to the front, I guess. I don't know, I'm not an optical expert, lighting expert. Figure this crap out. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to go to the next step. Stand by. All right, there's the 3000. I think we're getting better. Now I'm gonna hit it with the polish. I'll try the hand buff first because it came with the kit, and then I'll put the drill buff on it. So let me wipe this down. And of course there's still gonna be a little bit of haziness, but you can see when it's wet, the transparency's really picked up. We're removing a lot of that haze. Alright, so let's get into the next step. I'll dry this completely, and then I'll put the polish to her. So please stand by, and yeah, while you're waiting for me to get the polish on the buff pad, why don't you hit the like button and maybe subscribe. And you guys do know we have a new membership app going on the channel. There's going to be some special perks for memberships, and we'll talk about that later. Okay, alrighty, this is the first time, well, the first little bit of the last stage, which is the polish. Second last stage, because there's a sealer too that goes on. So are we seeing the difference? I only did half the headlight. And then I'm going to do it by hand, and then I'm going to try it with the drill attachment. The only thing I'm seeing right now is a lot of, oh, there's some scratches in there, but a lot of stone chip marks. I mean, you know, this thing's been down the highway. So let's keep going and see what happens. Okay, there it is with the hand polishing compound. I'm going to try now with the one that goes on the drill and see if we can spruce that up a little bit more. For comparison, this is the basically what we started out with. So you can see how yellow that is and hazy. This is where we're at now. So it is making a difference. Alright, that's after power polishing with the drill. I got some little bit of haziness right here and a little bit right in this area here. You can see I'm going to try to hit it again, but for the most part where it needs to be, it's pretty darn good. I'm getting a heck of a polish, so let's keep going. Wow, look at that. Hey, that's the passenger side. Can't believe how rough this feels. Whoa, she's in rough shape. Let's hope that we can get this all knocked down like the other side. That's pretty nuts. Like right here it stops, where this is all like sand and stone chips. All right, let's get on this one. Whew, what a difference. I got the primer or the polisher sealer on that side. It's got to dry, so we'll look at that in a second. Well, there it is, done. Do I like it? It's not bad. It's not bad. There's still some haziness. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to keep doing it, keep attacking this. It's not too, it's way, way better. I mean, you can see in detail inside there. So is it going to work? I think so. I really do. I think it's a lot better than what it was. I think more light's going to come out of that headlight. And then just like I said, as a quick comparison, that's that done after the polishing. That's that done beforehand. So that's the difference. Yeah, literally night and day. All right, sorry, like I said, sorry about the background noise, but it's cold in here, so I'm going to attack this side. Doing this side in the light, you can really see the scratches more that the abrasive is leaving. Like I got sunlight coming in on this side, so I don't know if doing this job would be better outside in the sunlight, but I can see the previous scratches from the 1000 and I can see the scratches that the 2000 grit's making. So then you can really tell if you've eliminated the scratches from the previous step. And that's basically what you're trying to do. You're trying to remove the scratches as you go along from each step. As you increase, you go from relatively coarse to the fine. So that's kind of an indicator right there. Like I'm really starting to notice it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. It's hard to tell. But right in this area here, you can see the vertical scratches because I was going horizontally. And that helps too. So then you can tell if you've eliminated the scratches from the previous step. This is all trigger bottled. Kept moist. Hold on a sec, guys. I wish I could turn that heater off, but it's too damn cold. So I'm just keeping this super moist. And I love that word moist, eh? It's like, who doesn't like moist cake? You know what I mean? And would you like dry meatloaf or moist meatloaf? What do you prefer? So I know there's a lot of negative connotations of that word moist, but hey guys, I like a juicy moist turkey. I like juicy moist steak. I like my cake moist. And yeah, moist. There you go. So I'm going to keep working on this. The next step is going to be back to horizontal with the 3000. And then we'll see if I can see the scratches see at the 3000 you can see it removing the 2000 scratches, because I'm really paying attention. And by the way, there's a little right there, there's a little circle right there, you see it? I think that's the aim point of the headlight. I didn't concentrate as much on that other one, but we'll see if it makes a difference. That's after the 3000, so we're back to a haze, but I don't detect any lines. Very, very slightly in the last horizontal. I don't see anything vertical, so that means that the 3000 wiped out the 2000 lines. So now we're at the stage of polish. Let's get at it. Well, I still think you can see some scratches, so I'm going to try to hit it with the compound one more time. But for all intents and purposes, it's looking like a headlight again. I like it. And hey, the loud noises are gone. So let me keep whacking this thing, and we'll see if we can get a little more improvement out of it. Stand by. Oh, wow. Okay, that last hit, it worked. I don't see any more swirling. I don't see any more sanding lines. But what I see now is all the stone and the sand, i.e. road sand, how it pitted the lens, the polycarbonate. And it just stands to reason this side has much more than the driver's side, because this side is closest to the shoulder of the road. And when you're following somebody, their tires are kicking it up right into your vehicle. But this looks good. This looks really good. I really like it. So it's a little bit of work, not going to lie. And I think it works okay. It doesn't get the corners well, because I don't think, you know, for all intents and purposes, that you could, without taking the headlight out of the vehicle, I don't think you're going to get it perfect, right? But this is just way better. And this is totally, as much as it is aesthetics, it's safety. Safety, safety, safety. You got to have good headlights, especially out here in New Brunswick. This is the moose capital of the world, I think. It's got to be, because, man, that's all you see out here is moose. And let's check this side again. Go back over. I don't know. This side, there's a touch of haziness. I don't know if I could hit that again before I could hit it with the polish. Yeah, there's still a little bit of lines. I'm going to hit this side one more time. That's why I didn't take the tape off. And see if we can't just improve on it a little bit. But like I was saying, why I'm doing this is because we need the headlights to work good. This is moose country, boys and girls. And yeah, hitting a moose, it's not a good day. Yeah, most, I don't know what the statistics are, but I'm willing to hazard that if you hit a moose, the all likelihood is you're going to have serious injury up to and probably death. So this is why I'm doing this. Anyway, let me get back at it. Let's not talk about miserable things. And we'll keep going right along. So let's go. Yeah, so going after it again with the polishing compound did make a difference. I was able to reduce the haze even more. I don't know if it's going to get any better or if it's worth the effort, because again, these are old headlights. There's some cracking in them. Checking, we'll call that surface checking in them in here in this area. So, you know, UV damage is taking its toll, but hey, look at the clarity in those. And I haven't done the last finishing compound, so I think that's about how far as I'm going to go on these. They'll do exactly what they're supposed to do, and they'll function exactly as they should function. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm confident that that my daughter will be happy with that, and that it's far safer than it was. So without carrying on too much more, I'm going to put the sealant compound on it again, because I did try that again after sealing it. And yeah, off axis, you can still see there's some milkiness to this plastic. But you look straight on and the clarity's there. This side's really bad. The pitting is just unbelievable. And like I said, that's because it's closest to the shoulder where all the dirt ends up. And the pitting you will not get out. That's going to change the depth of the plastic, the thickness. So the best you could do is take care of the haze. So I'm going to put the sealer on both sides. We'll call this video done. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for putting up with the noise of that heater. And yeah, thank you for sharing this adventure of the Grand Caravan, the 2010 Doge and 3.6 VVT. She's a monster. So yeah, we got everything done on her. Hopefully, I got door hinges to do as the last thing. So I'll show you guys what that's about. I got one hinge. I'm still waiting for the other one to come from the jungle store. And if you watch this, let's see right here, you can see it. That's bad hinges. They're really bad. So I want to fix that too. Anyway, if any of you guys out there know anything about these dang headrests, I mean, these people just beat the heck out of this poor van. They reefed on the door handle because all they needed to do was lubricate it. So this headrest here is broken. It's got a broken bar on it. I'm going to try and weld it. That's crazy. I'm going to soak the seat and cover it in sheet metal or something. Come up with something. We're going to try to weld it, but not today. That's the deployed headrest. That one was deployed. I got it fixed. This one, I can't seem to get it. So if all y'all know anything about these headrests, let me know. Because I'm going to be probably having to search for one in a wrecking yard if I can't get it to come back. But luckily, she's a black interior, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Yeah, so we're going to keep on going on. Right? Because that's what we do. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for tuning in, for supporting the channel. Thanks for all the likes. The comments have been great, so feel free. I haven't had any real negative ones lately, so that's kind of cool. Lots of guys chiming in on the snowblower stuff. So keep it up. Keep up the interactions on the channel. It just helps the algorithm, helps drive it up even higher. Whew. So like I said, we got some good news, hopefully. I'll know in a couple of days. and then we can go from there. So you guys take care of yourselves and be safe. And let's hopefully, this North America's in a little bit of a turmoil. Let's hope things settle down a little bit. And that's Canada and my friends in the United States. There's some stuff going on, and hopefully it's going to settle down. Yeah, it's been a bumpy ride. Anyway, I don't want to get political in this video, so take care. Love yous all. See you soon. Bye-bye.